Welcome to yesterday's NBA news from the 24th of August 2024. The NFL is on the horizon, college football has started, but obviously we have the WNBA for us still, and some world championship qualifiers for the women's side, where my Czech Republic beat Mexico on their home floor with some also home whistle, and made it to the final of the pre-qualifiers for the World Championship, where they will face Korea, and it should be a fun one. It's once again at 1 a.m, so that sucks, but what is whatever. I'll watch it back in the morning at the end of the day. So that's for some international, news related to my Czech Republic, where I pay attention to most of the stuff that goes on in the basketball world here. While on the NBA front, there is nothing but podcast quotes when I don't care about them. But I have a question for you all, which I should have asked quickly, instantly, just in case nobody watches it more than a minute here, since there is not much to talk about. X Factors. I'll be doing X Factors for both the Western and Eastern conferences this upcoming week. And I want to ask you all, we all think are the X Factors for your favorite teams? Whatever that is, just let me know your favorite team and let me know the X Factors that are, from your point of view, what is the X Factor of your team? While I'll be making my separate videos probably this upcoming week. I hope to have one out early, probably tomorrow instantly, and then one on like a Friday or something, so I can spread it out throughout the week. While we talk about the WNBA mostly, and most likely because the NBA world has just not will just not be moving for a while still, probably at least 2 weeks before we have more things happening, before the training camps and stuff start happening. So for the WNBA, man, the Lynx beat the Fever 90-80. It's Minnesota, Indiana. There is Minnesota Lynx beat the Indiana Fever, and Nafisa Collier continues her MVP season. She for sure is in the conversation now with the way the Lynx have played since she has returned, with the way the Lynx were playing when she was injured before the break, which we talked about here on this everyday news front. I just love it. I just love calling it news front, man. It just brings me so much joy to just have like this my own show where I talk about what happened yesterday and the games and shit. It's like I have my own TV talk show, which is what I always wanted, or was be a commentator. But before, obviously, all my dreams and hopes were taken away from me. Okay, whatever. Nafisa Collier, she had 31 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. 12 of 18 shooting from the field, incredibly efficient once again. And she's been doing a little bit of everything, right? Against the Aces, she was rebounding like crazy. The offense has been just incredible for her. She plays just with such a great swagger, and she's just awesome, man. She's just incredible ball player, and I greatly, enjoy watching her. Right up there with my favorite players, obviously. But it's so easy to love a lot of these WNBA players. It just is. I don't know, man. I feel like there is just too much to like about a lot of these women. They're all just superheroes and incredible. While the MVP case obviously is between her and Asia Wilson, where when we look at their season stats, so when we compare, for example, Nafisa Collier and Asia Wilson and their MVP comps, however we look at it, obviously Asia Wilson will still win probably for now, but it probably won't be unanimous, and we still have some time to go, right? And if she continues to struggle a bit here for the Aces and the Aces overall struggle, that could be against her case, obviously. But when we look at it, the Lynx are in the 3rd place. They have a 22-8 record, and they were 3-2 without Nafisa Collier, but they won games against the Sparks, the Mystics, and the Dream, which are some of the worst teams in the league. But I mean, thankfully for them, right, they weren't playing better competition, because if they were, they would have gotten smacked, because, for example, Seattle absolutely destroyed them, right, without Nafisa Collier playing, which, yeah, it just shows you still how valuable she is. The Fever beat them fairly easily, and just like that, Nafisa Collier obviously 5-0, since the return of the WNBA. The Lynx she has been incredible since the return of the WNBA. She's probably averaging a lot, let's just say, right? She had 2 30-point games. She had the 18 rebound game against the Aces. So she's on the season 21 points, 10 rebounds. Obviously, I've narrowed it down. 4 assists, about 2 steals, about 1 block. She's second, I'm pretty sure, in the league in steals per game, and plus around 2.5 turnovers per game on 50.5% shooting from the field, 34 from the 3-point line, 77 from the free throw line in 34 minutes per game per se. And A'ja Wilson still blows her out the water probably with her stats, right? 27 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, about 2.5 blocks per game, which she leads the league, and just 1.5 turnovers on 52, 38, 87 shooting in 34 minutes per game. She still clears her out the water with the individual statistics, and obviously probably still a better defender, but the record has to play away. The head-to-head record has to play away still there. So I'm not saying that she should be the MVP, but she certainly has a case of her own. And with, still, how many games do we have left in the WNBA season actually? Let me see the schedule actually, calendar. They are playing 10 games for the Lynx. Yeah, 10 games for the Lynx left. Maybe a little more for the Aces, very likely. So we'll see how this will work out. But it should still be an intriguing MVP race in a way. The Aces plays 12 games for the Aces, and they have some tough schedule, man. They play the Fever twice, who obviously have been great. They play the Storm. They play the Connecticut Sun twice. They play the Mercury, who have been better. They play the Liberty still. So that should be an intriguing end to the season for the Aces. But this was just for fun, nonetheless. While the Minnesota Lynx, obviously in today's game against the Fever, took great care of the ball, really great offensive efficiency. They've been really efficient offensively overall, and they held their own. Obviously, the Fever have been better. They rebounded really well. But they had 16 turnovers to 16 assists, so they weren't as, great passing wise. Caitlin herself had 7 turnovers, which, that's just what she does in a way. But she still has been incredible since the return of the W, and she's been hooping. While, obviously, that's it. The Connecticut Sun also beat the Liberty today, which is incredible. They are the second place team now, I'm pretty sure, in the WNBA. Behind the Liberty, who still have a 2.5 game lead ahead of Connecticut. But the Liberty were just not on their A game today. They turned the ball over too much, 19 turnovers to 19 assists. They weren't shooting the ball well at all, 7 of 32, while the Sun took just 13 3-pointers and they took it to the paint, got to the foul line a lot, and also obviously made a lot of free throws, made a lot of easy baskets, while Marina Mabry continues to shine in her role. I think they're running some really good actions for her so she can take a little more easier shots than she did with Chicago, and I think they're keeping her in better check with her shot selection. And the Sun defense has also just been really great. Obviously the length they have and the athletes they have is incredible, and they get a really good win in New York. So there's that for today. Tomorrow or tonight we have the Aces against the Sky, I'm pretty sure, and the Sparks against the Wings. So I'll be obviously watching the Aces against the Sky, maybe Sparks against the Wings, but there is a lot I want to do, so we'll see. But I will be watching Aces against the Sky. And as always, be kind to yourself and to others, be gentle with yourselves, love yourselves, and I'll catch you all whenever, wherever. Bye!